Yo, folks, what's going on? Yo. What's going on, Kai, man? Doing good, doing good. What are you up to? How you been? What's going on, guys? Feel free to call in and debate. Feel free to call in. What's going on? Um, how do I start? I mean, just go on. I just started my channel by doing live streams. That's what I'm basically doing. Just doing live streams, regular live streams. Just try to make an account with StreamYard. That's about it as far as doing live streams. That was about it. No, I was still part of basketball, man. That's how I got into it. Yeah, I did. I heard about his channel. It's a trip. It's a trip, man. I mean, it's a trip. But he still got his second channel though, but it's bad. He's still trying to get his channel back. I know he got a second channel, but he's still trying to get his first one back. I think this is a trip, man. How things it's just I know how it went up, how it went down, how what happened, but it wasn't his fault. But he's trying to get in contact with YouTube so he can get his channel back up. All right, man, no problem, no problem. The link is in the description anyway, so no problem. See if more people gonna come in. That's for sure. And stay up a little bit longer to see what's gonna happen. Yeah, it does, but it does depend on what you're looking for. But I'm asking, I mean, the thoughts of other people about what do they think about that, about players being better. Me personally, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, everybody, every era, every decade had its own unique players. It also depends on what a fan's looking for, a person that look at a game of basketball, what they value more. Me personally, I value rebounding. I like people that does the dirty work. The 2000s wasn't. The 2000s was pretty much the last decade, really last decade of centers. It wasn't the 90s or the 60s, 70s, or 80s, but no, they're not. No. The 90s had Hakeem, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Shaquille O'Neal. You also can't forget about the Lonzo Moore and Dikembe Mutombo. They never had that many centers in the 90s. Find the 90s as far as the six Hall of Fame centers in the 90s. In the 30 team league, that's not a lot, but it was the last decade of big man. So it wasn't better than the centers of the 1990s. No, not in the media, not no, because there's no center today that's better than Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just talking about the 90s compared to now. It's better Shaquille O'Neal, Dave Robinson, Patrick Ewing, or Akeem Olajuwon. Now you got centers better than Kimber Mutombo and Alonzo Mourning, but they're not better than those four. The only thing is, what they do better than those guys is shoot threes. But at the same time, I don't want my center shooting threes. They can't rim protect and block shots like the guys, like a few of the guys I mentioned. Yes, I'm sure about it. Yes, yes, they can shoot threes. The link is in the description. If you want to, I'm just talking about centers. I mean, the link is in the description if you want to come in and talk about it. But what I'm saying is, as far as the post game, as far as the post game is concerned, no. Now you got a lot of centers that shoots threes and stuff. That's the only difference. Shoot threes. When you talk about handling the ball, handle the ball, the handles. I mean, I'm talking about what you need to be as a center. Joel Embiid is the best, probably the best center in the league, Nikola Jokic. But Nikola Jokic is not a great defender. But everybody's not going to be no great defender. See, I would too. But one thing I say that works in Joel Embiid's favor that he can shoot the jumpers. I'll say Shaq 1-on-1 because if Shaq back down Joel Embiid would get hurt. He's too fragile, durable. Durability is going to be a problem. That's the problem. Durability is the problem. I believe if Shaquille O'Neal back Joel Embiid down like a couple of times, he'll get hurt. But Joel Embiid can shoot the jumper. He got a mid-range game, 3-point game. It'll be difficult for Shaq also because Joel Embiid is not a bad ball handler either. He's pretty decent for a big man, for a center. He can shoot that jumper. But Shaq, I just give it to Shaq. He's going to straight out dominate. Joel Embiid is probably my favorite player in the NBA. Him and the Greek freaking Klay Thompson. The only thing about Joel Embiid is only his health. His health is only going to take him as far as anything, because everything you want out of a center, out of a center. Post game, um, post game defense. It's just his health. If he maintains his health, he should have been MVP last year, but he got hurt. Adidas Sabonis. Adidas Sabonis. Adidas Sabonis. They should have got him while he was young. He played in Europe. He should in Lithuania. He should have got. They should have got him while he was young. I think Clyde Drexler won one championship. They had Adidas Sabonis. You should have got him while he was young. Nikola Jokic, when he retires, he probably end up being the best passing center of all time. There's no doubt about it. Last year, I think he was second or third in assists. He probably end up being the best passing big man of all time. Nikola Jokic have everything you want out of a center, except he's not a great defender. That's it. That's it. Very skilled, great passer. He's one of the top 10 passers in the league. Very skilled, very skilled. Not athletic. What's great about him is he's not athletic at all. He still dominates people, giving them the business. He don't have to be athletic. He's dominating everybody he go up against. Yes, they should. Yes, they should. They should. They do it in the NFL. They do it in all sports. They should do it in the NBA. They should. They should do all testing. There have been suspicions. I don't have proof or anything, but there have been suspicions of players, using performance enhancing drugs and steroids. But I guarantee you, if they test players right now, I guarantee you, players are using them. I don't know how many, but if it's just a test that they don't think somebody is going to get tested, if the players don't think somebody going to get tested, if they just decide to do a drug test, I guarantee you some players are using them. I bet my life on that. Now, is it a problem? Yes, it's a problem. I think the reason why I said players should just do it naturally. If you're a better athlete, if you're a natural athlete, why don't you do stuff naturally? It's wrong because you have an advantage. That's why I asked if the players today are better, because I mean, it's just athleticism. Athleticism is something that you're born with. Skill, you can't just say you just can't take a guy and say I'm gonna teach you how to be athletic. No, they got that. No, they got to be in you when you're born. But skill is something that's taught. It's hard to teach skill than something that you're born with. Because something that you're born with is natural. You already have it. There's not much work put into it if you already have it. Skill is something that you have to work on. Well, if anybody want to call in, they're welcome to call in. Um, the pace of the game too high. Mm, nobody. I don't think nobody control how what the pace is, but I'm fine with the pace. I don't. I don't really think it's. I don't really think it's too high, but um, things in different decades change sometimes. I don't think the game. I don't think the game has changed. I don't think the game has changed at all. I don't think the only thing is different that I see is three-point shots is being shot. That's it. That's it. And it started when Steph Curry began his prime in 2012. In 2012, because next 23 has been shot, 23 next year, 27. The last 3 years has been 30 plus threes. It's been shot. It's average that the league average is 30 some threes, and let me look at it. It's 30 some threes. I mean, average 30 some threes per game. They shoot, rebound, block shot, steal, dunk, post up. I don't think the game has really changed much at all. Maybe a couple of rule changes. That's it. Let me see. Let me see. Look this up right quick. I'm sure that people take more amount of threes today. That's for sure. Let me look this up. Yep. Um, let me see. 3-point attempts. Um, yeah, 3-point attempts. There was never been a point in NBA hit. I'm gonna address that point, Big Rope. But what I'm saying is, since 1979 and 1980s, that's a 3-point line came along. It was 0.8 3-point attempts in the NBA. That's the average of the teams. So at one point, it's it. No. Hold on, here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. 3-point attempts. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 3-point attempts. 1979, 1980, 3-point attempts was 2.3. It was 2.8 the first year, but in 2000, yeah, 2012. That's when it began. When Steph Curry began his prime. He began his prime with 23s a game. Now it was 20 in 2012. It was 23. 2013 it was 21 threes. 2014 22 threes. 2015 24. 2016 27. 2017 is 29. To the last up to 2018 2021 32 threes per game attempted 34. 34 2021, 2021, 2022, 35. So since when Steph Curry began his prime, that's when they started making shooting all these threes. Because at no point in NBA history they were averaging 23s a game, 23-point shots per game until 2012. Big Road said, I think it should go down because guys getting injured more often, plus guys have to cover more ground in the half court, so guys are putting more balance on their legs. Well, could be. I mean, hey, could be. 100% agree. Cobra Kai said 100% agree. Also playing a lot of small ball. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It's a lot of small ball. But I wonder if Steph Curry retired, would they be still doing that? Is those 3-point shots going to be still taken? I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, since Steph Curry began his prime, these shooting 23s a game. There's no point. There's been never been a point in NBA history that people average 20 3-point attempts a game. He started in 2012. No, I don't. I don't. I don't. And that's what I'm saying. That's why they entitled this video, because for the modern trainers that's supposed to be great, They sure get injured a lot and doing these load management. This is why I beg a lot of people about this, about this modern training. The training are better today. I don't believe that at all, because why guys are getting hurt. In that case, in that case, they should be doing load management. If the money, if the to me, if the money is guaranteed, if the money is guaranteed, you won't be doing load management, because they know they get guaranteed contracts and everything. Yeah, you're right, Big Roll. A lot of guys got fragile. They know they're gonna get paid, man. I think once upon a time, one like that. If you don't play, you don't get paid. You got to live with your contract, and they get paid, get all this guaranteed money. I'm sorry, getting all this guaranteed money. They don't. It's not guaranteed. I mean, they have a couple of good seasons, and that's it. Once you get that guaranteed money, there's no extra incentive to be great. Yeah, too much load management. You get paid all this money, get your butt out there and play. More guaranteed contracts. It seemed like the players got lazy because all these guaranteed contracts. If the money wasn't guaranteed, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the contract wasn't guaranteed, they won't be doing that. I mean, you got a millionaire. There's a guy sitting on the bench. That's a 12th man on the bench. Mostly he's a millionaire now. If you're 12th man on the bench, you're still a millionaire. You don't hardly play that often. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, once they get that money, they don't have to do anything else. Some players, some guys, that's how some guys feel. But if they crack down those contracts, I mean, that's cheating the fans also, man. That's cheating the fans also. If they crack down those contracts, they won't be doing such thing. Um, that's hard to measure if guys are mentally tough or not. I'm not in their head. I'm not sure, but seem like they're not. But some guys is mostly. Most guys are not. Now I don't have no proof of that, but I know one guy. And the one guy, now I believe Anthony Davis ain't. That's for sure. I mean, he's a guy that has all the talent in the world, but he can't stay healthy. He doesn't want to play the five. I mean, there's other guys as well, but one thing I notably see is Anthony Davis. He had a potential to be the best power forward of all time, but that's not going to happen. Number one, he can't stay healthy enough. Number two, he don't want to play the big. He don't want to play the big man. He's, he's fragile. That's a problem. He can't stay healthy. I mean, how you gonna build a team around somebody that can't stay healthy? I do too. I wonder. Oh man, Cobra Kai 66, man. Hey man. Woo! Hey. Hey, they should have been. They should have been even better. They should be in the position they're in. They should be the best at the very worst, the third best team in the NBA. But there's no excuse. No excuse at all. It's terrible. That's a huge disappointment. No, it's not. To me, it's not. It's not. The only thing it is just threes. It's just threes. I don't care about. I mean, a lot of people talk about the athletes. No, no, I don't. Athletes are not that big. I don't believe the athletes are that big, fat, that bigger, faster, and strong. I don't believe that. But I just see the 3-point shot. Maybe a little the guys a little bit more athletic. That's about it. It's not superior. I don't think it is. Evolution don't change that much. It doesn't. That's because time go on don't mean things got better. And that's what you hear a lot of average people say, which is a bunch of bull crap. I have a two-part question for Will. Could they go back and check in his records and was say they? I have an. Go ahead. What's the question? I have a two-part question for Will. Could they go back and check his records and will they do it? No, I don't believe they would do it. I don't believe they would do it. I mean, we have no proof of that, but I don't think they will because at the end of the day, you got to have the stamina, you got to have the skill set. Um, you can't get hurt. Got to have the durability, the athleticism. There's so much stuff you got to have to do what he did. Nobody had it to do what he did. You're gonna have no proof of that. We'll never know. Have no proof of that at all. The Ken Butombo, probably Rudy Gobert. I mean, there's nothing he can do. Um, Prior to Ken Butombo, Rudy Gobert probably is a tad bit better scorer. But I mean, he's a Ken Butombo. I mean, he's a better defensive player than me. He had years averaging 4 block shots per game. Rudy Gobert never had that. Um, Rudy Gobert, I mean, he's very similar to Ken Mutombo, but he's a better scorer than Kembe. So it's kind of close, but you know. But see, that's the thing. That's the thing. As you see the training with the athletes today, I don't think the training is that great today. To be honest with you, I don't think the training is that great. But let's just say if they did, they probably have even more of an advantage. To be honest with you, you got to take into account what the guys back then use the same training that the players have now. You have to look at all that. A lot of people fail to look at all the other stuff. So people just don't take stuff into account sometimes. I'll be back, guys. Got to pause this video. Hold on. I'll be back. All right, fellas. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Well, this might end it here. Probably be back on later on night, fellas.